And now, ladies and gentlemen, the game of the week here in the Midwest Esports MLB League. It will be the Toronto Blue Jays visiting the Detroit Tigers once again. The last time these two teams faced off, Detroit walked it off in extras. Let's see if that happens again today, or will Toronto be able to strike back after the good display in the late innings by Detroit? It's entirely possible we're in for another good one here tonight. So on the mound for Detroit to start tonight will be Garrett Cole. Fantastic pitcher, and, well, how will the Blue Jays fare with this absolutely ridiculously good pitcher on the mound? We're gonna have to find out. It's going to be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr., to lead things off here for Toronto. First offering from Cole is a slider low and outside for ball one. And the last time these two teams faced again, Toronto looked good in the early to middle innings. Ever since then, Detroit kind of took over, hit a home run to tie it in the bottom of the fifth.
That's a ball.
And it's entirely possible we get another situation tonight where this one goes to extras, but it's 2-0 to start to Bobby Witt as Cole throws two balls on his opening two offerings. The 2-0 from Cole. That's a fastball inside for strike one. The 2-1 to Witt. Swung on, fouled behind. 2-2 now the count. Next offering from Cole. Swung on, and that one's only just going to trickle foul. As the count remains 2-2. Cole's sixth offering. Swung on over to the left, but foul. 2-2 again from Cole. Fastball goes high and away for ball three, and we've got full count. 3-2, hit up the middle. That one is going to be off the top of the glove of Cole, and Bobby Witt Jr. will make it over to first on what I believe is going to go down as a base hit, as that one popped right back up in front of Garrett Cole off the top of his glove, and we've got a runner on first. We'll just have a quick look at the replay if we can. Well, I guess not. Whatever. Well, we got a runner on first now. Manny Machado up to bat for Toronto. Fastball inside, swung on for strike one. Rest of the order for Toronto. It's Machado now, followed by the center fielder Mike Trout, Kyle Schwarber at DH, Vlad Guerrero Jr. first base, batting fifth. As runners going for second, and will make it there. Umpire saying he's safe as Bobby Witt Jr. steals second. Well, Vlad Guerrero Jr. batting fifth. It'll be Teoscar Hernandez batting sixth. The right fielder George Springer batting seventh. Bryson Stott batting eighth, the second baseman. As Salvador Perez, the catcher, rounds off the batting order here for Toronto, as the 0-2 is outside. Slider goes 1-2 for Garrett Cole. As Bobby Witt Jr. steals second, and we've got a runner in scoring position for Toronto. The 1-2 from Cole. Fastball finds the bottom of the zone, and Machado goes down looking as Garrett Cole has his first strikeout of the day. And it's now over to the center fielder, Mike Trout. What can he do here with runner in scoring position? Only things that Mike Trout can. First offering, knuckle curve, goes way high and away. Ball one. The 1-0 from Cole. Fastball inside and low for strike one. The 1-1 from Cole, swung on, fouled behind. Really don't want to have two outs here. That runner in scoring position, not a place Toronto wants to be. That one's hit over to the second baseman, over to first in plenty of time. Witt will advance to third. Got to run 90 feet from home. And it's going to be over to the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. And there's the starting lineup, as I've already mentioned. Once again, designated hitter Kyle Schwarber batting now. First offering, fastball. Pretty much down the middle there for strike one. A lot of pitches here for Cole in this first inning, already over to his 18th. 0-1 swung on, fouled behind. That was a fastball pretty much, I would say, almost two outside to swing at there. But 0-2 the count. That would have found the edge anyway. That ball way inside. Witt obviously will not be going. As the 1-2 now to Schwarber. Runner 90 feet from home. Knuckle curve, low and away for ball 2. The 2-2 to Schwarber. Another knuckle curve goes low. Full count now with Vlad Guerrero Jr. on deck. So now the last guy you want with 2 runners on. Full count pitch from Cole. Swung on way early was that of Schwarber, as Garrett Cole will retire the side. And Toronto get very close to getting on the board, but Cole getting himself out of, well, somewhat of a jam there. As we move to the bottom half of the first, just the 1 hit for Toronto. And leading off for Detroit will be Riley Green. On the mound for Toronto will be Logan Webb. Great pitcher in his own right. Let's see how he'll fare here. Riley Green, the first batter for Detroit, followed by Julio Rodriguez and Juan Soto. First offering swung on and hit pretty well. It will only trickle foul down by the wall. So the 0-1 to Green.
Ball, that's out.
Well, a bit of a check swing there. Somehow didn't go. As count moves 1-1. Next offering from Webb. That one is swung on and will find the gap for a base hit. Guerrero nor Bryson Stott were able to find a way to gather up the ball, as Riley Green gets a leadoff base hit for Detroit. I feel like that one was a little too slow to have missed there for both Guerrero and Stott. A little surprised he's not been able to come up with that one. It's over to Julio Rodriguez. Sinker finds the outside edge for strike 1. And the 0-1 from Webb. Swung on into the air to right. That one's going to go foul. Oh, and 2 now to Rodriguez. And the offering from Webb. That one hit pretty well out to the gap and right. That one is going to be extra bases. The run will certainly be rounding third and headed for home, as Julio Rodriguez makes it into second, standing up, and the runner makes it in plenty of time. And Detroit have the lead here in the bottom of the first. Oh, and that one was perfect there, had to be said. Brilliant hit there from Rodriguez, and it's now over to Juan Soto. As Detroit on the board here early. Runner in scoring position, bottom of the first, no outs, as Detroit taking the lead. That one fouled off well to the right. Batting next for Detroit will be the first baseman of Matt Olson. Well, let's see what Soto has to offer here. Change up really low there, swung on for strike 2 as Soto gets himself in quite the hole here early. The 0-2 from Webb. Fouled behind. We'll do it again. th offering in the game from Webb. Fastball high and away. Fouled for the ability to keep the at-bat alive here for Soto. As the 0-2 one more time from Webb. Fouled away once more. Runner still standing at second. It's Julio Rodriguez. Bottom of the first, no outs. 1-0 Detroit. Next offering, swung on for strike 3. Changed up low, gets him swinging for the first out for Logan Webb. And it'll now be over to Matt Olson. First offering is the changeup down the middle for strike 1. Webb is liking that changeup right now. Has thrown it in, 3 consecutive pitches at the moment. Let's see if he does it again. Batting next will be the catcher, Will Smith. 0-1 to Olson. That'll be the sinker outside. 1-1. Rodriguez still standing on second. The 1-1. Swung on into the air, out and left. Racing under it is Trout, and he will get there in plenty of time. Runner, will he be going? And it doesn't appear that he will. Oh, he did. Going for home. The camera still looks at Bobby Witt for some reason. Well, Rodriguez tagged up and made his way to third. Next up is the catcher, Will Smith, followed by Alex Bregman, Gleyber Torres, Taylor Ward, and Ha-Sung Kim. Bottom of the first, 2 outs, runner on third for Will Smith. As Webb's 17th delivery is a slider inside for strike 1. The 0-1.
That's a ball.
Well, he had a slight think of going for it there. I thought that one could have been judged as in the zone. Instead, it'll be low for ball 1. Next offering from Webb. Well, almost a defensive swing there from Smith. It'll be down as a foul for strike 2. Next offering from Webb. Change up low for ball 2. And now for his 21st pitch of the game. Swung on out in the air to left. Racing under it is the left fielder of Teoscar Hernandez. Almost robbed at the wall, but that will be a home run for Detroit. I believe off the side of the glove for Teoscar. As Will Smith will give Detroit a massive advantage now in the bottom of the first. 3-0 Detroit. And we'll watch it again here. That one was really high and tight. I'm surprised how well he did get to it. Hernandez at the wall. Did that go out of the palm of his glove and over the side of the wall? That is about as Detroit baseball as it gets right there, I'm afraid. It's over to Bregman. First offering is the fastball that finds the outside edge for strike 1. Next offering, changeup also finds the outside edge, 0-2. Still the bottom of the first, still 2 outs. 0-2, whoa, wild swing there. As that will retire the side, but not before Will Smith knocks in the 2-run homer to extend Detroit's advantage 3-0 as we go to the top of the second. Once again, can we look at that if it does show it? I still believe it's off the inside of the glove of Hernandez and it's gone over. Anyways, it'll be over to the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swung on up the middle. Second baseman diving play. Will he get there in time? Yes, he will. What a play from Gleyber Torres to get Guerrero on one pitch. Well, he's timed the dive absolutely brilliantly there. Makes the throw over to first in plenty of time as well. Beautiful play from Torres, as it's now over to Teoscar Hernandez. Fastball low down the middle for strike 1. 1 out here, top of the second. Tell you what, Toronto do not want to be in this position of having to look to the bullpen here in the early innings. It's only going to get worse. 0-1 the count. Wildly swung on there for strike 2, as Patrick Johnson, the umpire behind home plate. So the 0-2 to Hernandez. Knuckle curve swung on, only just fouled behind. Well, Toronto's not afraid to swing the bat, but I'm afraid it's not really much helping them, as that one is hit into the gap between the third baseman and the line, as that will be a base hit for Toronto. Over to second, runner does not go. Hernandez will stay at first, but that's a base hit and a runner aboard for Toronto, as it's now over to the right fielder, George Springer. First offering to Springer. Slider inside. And now the 1-0. Fastball high and tight, swung on for strike 1. Next offering from Cole, swung on, and that one will be fouled behind. Top of the second here, 1 out, runner on first. Toronto with the 3-0 deficit here early. That one swung on well early, and Springer goes down swinging. And it'll now be over to the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Followed by, if they get there, the catcher, Salvador Perez. Runner going for second, and will he be tagged? Yes, he will. Teoscar Hernandez thrown out at second as Will Smith makes the throw. And we head to the bottom half of the second. Detroit still up 3-0. Oh, he's only just made that tag as well. And it will be over to Gleyber Torres, who made that beautiful diving play to start the top of the second. That one swung on down the third baseline foul. 0-1 to Torres. 0-1. Circle change inside edge, 0-2.
1 ball.
Sinker in the dirt. 1-2 the count.
That's ball 2.
Change up does not get Torres to bite. 2-2 the count. Nor does the changeup outside. Goes to full count now. As on deck will be Taylor Ward, the designated hitter. 3-2 to Torres. Swung on, hit in the air to the right side. This one will be an easy catch. Well, I say easy. Aaron Judge would not have made that. But Springer will make the catch. It'll now be over to Taylor Ward. 1 out here, bottom of the second. Ward swings over to the right side. Second baseman collects in plenty of time. Throw over to first for the second out. As Bryson Stott was able to make that play. And it will now be over to Ha-Sung Kim. Changeup goes high down the middle for strike 1. Kim does not bite. The 0-1 to Ha-Sung Kim. Changeup fouled behind for strike 2. The 0-2.
Ball 1.
Changeup goes low, ball 1. Swung on and fouled to the right for keeping the at-bat alive. Next offering to Ha-Sung Kim. That one will be in the dirt. Slider goes low, 2-2. It'll be back over to Riley Green. Swung on. That one will also go foul. The batter stays alive here. And the 2-2 once more from Webb. Fastball goes high, and we're at full count. Riley Green, the right fielder, on deck, followed by Julio Rodriguez. 2 outs here. Full count to Kim. Next offering from Webb. That one will be called as a ball as Ha-Sung Kim is walked. Only the first walk of the game allowed from Logan Webb as it's over to Riley Green. Runner on first, 2 outs here, bottom of the second. Detroit still 3-0 advantage. Oh, and that one's going to end the second. Ha-Sung Kim is picked off at first. Well, you didn't expect that one. As that one will retire the side, and we move to the midway inning. Leading off will be the second baseman, Bryson Stott, as Cole, 33rd pitch of his appearance. Fastball inside. The 1-0. Knuckle curve goes low, 2-0 the count. 2-0 from Cole. Cutter outside, 3-0. It'll be the catcher, Salvador Perez, on deck. And fastball will find the low corner for strike 1. The 3-1 from Cole. Swung on in the air to the right side. Racing back towards the wall is Green. And right about near the warning track will make the catch for the first out. And will now be over to Salvador Perez. First offering. Fastball judged high. Ball 1. And the 1-0. Down the middle. Hit pretty well, but it's going to make its way foul. And that'll be for the first strike. They've hit a lot of balls foul so far today, Toronto. Straightening it out, and then probably would have been a halfway decent hit. Slider goes low for strike 2 as Salvador Perez is way ahead of that one. And the 1-2 from Cole. Fastball outside, 2-2. I don't think Cole liked that call. 2-2 now. Top of the third, 1 out. Next offering, swung on up the middle, nearly gets Cole on the way through, but Salvador Perez will make his way to first on a base hit. And it'll now be over to the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Good knock there from Perez, and we've got a runner aboard. Still one out now. First offering to Witt. Fastball goes low. And the 1-0 from Cole. That one swung on, fouled behind, 1-1. As Witt couldn't get a hold of that fastball. Swung on into the air out to left. That one is going to be an easy fly-out catch there for Soto. Runner will not go for second as we've got 2 outs in the top of the third.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
It'll be over to Manny Machado, the third baseman.
Machado.
First offering to Machado. Slider finds the outside edge for strike 1. 0-1. Swung on, fouled behind. 0-2 now. Next offering from Cole. Swung on for strike 3. Slider well low and away. We'll go make him sit down swinging. As Toronto cannot get the bats going. Cole is dominating on the mound. Only just the 3 hits for Toronto. As we move now to the midway point and the bottom of the third with Detroit. Webb will remain on the mound. It's over to Riley Green, who began last inning, but Ha-Sung Kim was picked off at first, as that one will be hit on the ground to the second baseman, over to first in plenty of time for the first out. Once again, good play from Bryson Stott, as it's now going to be over to Julio Rodriguez. First offering from Webb. Bit of a check swing, but it'll go as a strike anyway. RBI double for Julio Rodriguez in his first trip up to the plate. 1 out here, bottom of the third. 0-1 the count. Next offering from Webb. Sinker will be called a strike there. I thought that was well low. But the count moves to 0-2, says Patrick Johnson behind home plate. Swung on over to the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr., thrown over to first in plenty of time for the second out. And now be over to Juan Soto. 2 outs here, bottom of the third. Webb's first offering. Sinker low and away, fouled behind for strike 1. 0-1 from Webb. Swung on, hit pretty well, but well over the right side for strike 2 as it goes foul. The 0-2. Swung on over to Guerrero. Guerrero can't make the play. Can he turn it over to the pitcher? And he can. Good recovery there from Guerrero to be able to get that one over to Webb at first, as that will be the third out, and we head to the top of the fourth. Detroit still leading this one 3-0 here. It'll be over to Mike Trout, the center fielder. What can he do?
That's a ball.
First offering is the cutter, low and inside for ball 1. The 1-0, fouled behind as it's a fastball down the middle. How Mike Trout has missed that one, couldn't tell you. The 1-1 now from Cole. Knuckle curve finds the inside edge for strike 2. Next up, it'll be over to Kyle Schwarber. Trout with a ugly swing there on the slider. Gets him for the first out. That's the 5th strikeout of the game for Cole. Mike Trout has been made absolutely silly at the plate there. You can just tell he wants to connect and go for it, but he's just not able to. Cole is performing rather a masterclass at the mound right now. First offering to Schwarber. Fastball well high for ball 1. The 0-1. Swung on, fouled behind. That fastball I thought was pretty much too inside to swing at. Schwarber did not. And the 1-1. That one is the complete opposite. Well outside and also swung on and fouled behind. 1-2 the count. Next offering from Cole.
Ball, that's out.
Fastball well outside, 2-2. 57th offering from Cole.
We got a full count.
Fastball inside. I wouldn't say well inside, almost just finding the edge, but instead count moves to full. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on deck. See if Schwarber can connect here with the full count. Swung on into the air to the right side. That one's going to go foul over near the dugout. Nobody racing over to get it. As the count remains 3-2. Fastball inside. Sorry, cutter inside. 92-mile-an-hour cutter. You got to forgive me for that. Cutter inside. That'll be the first walk allowed of the game for Cole, as Schwarber will take first with Guerrero up to bat. Runner on first here. Top of the fourth with one out.
Nope, that's the
First
ball.
offering from Cole is a slider low for ball one. And batting next will be the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Guerrero having grounded out in the second. 1-0. Fastball high, swung on, fouled behind for strike one. Slider well outside. Guerrero with hell of a hack there. Swung on and missed for strike two, and now the 1-2 from Cole. That one swung on and hit pretty well out to left center, but under it in plenty of time will be Julio Rodriguez. Not going to second will be Schwarber, has chosen to remain at first, even as the throw was well offline. As two outs here, runner on first in the top of the fourth. It's with Teoscar Hernandez. First offering is a curveball low for ball one.
Ball.
Cutter high, ball two. Cole starting to pitch around a little bit more than he did. Obviously, it's easy to say that. He's only thrown one walk today, but still,
Ball three.
he's had total control of this game.
3 balls.
Although not this at-bat. 3-0 the count with Springer on deck. The 3-0 to Hernandez. Fastball right in the zone there, high for strike one. 3-1 now the count. Hernandez will more than likely swing at this one. 3-1. That one will be a fastball inside, as Toronto will get a man on first and second. Consecutive walks here for Garrett Cole. The only time he's even relatively looked human in this game, as it's over to George Springer.
Nope, outside.
Curveball outside for ball one. After Springer, it'll be Bryson Stott. Runners on first and second. Top of the fourth with two outs. The 1-0 to Springer. Fastball down the middle and completely whiffed on for strike one. That's got to be a pitch you at least make contact with there. The 1-1 now. Swung on up the middle to second baseman. Will throw over to first in plenty of time, as Toronto will strand two runners. And it's over to Detroit in the bottom of the fourth. Matt Olson, Will Smith, Alex Bregman due up here for the Tigers. And what's been a very one-sided game so far. 47th offering the game from Webb. It'll be the fastball finds the inside edge for strike one. Olson flew out in the first inning. First offering, sinker goes low and inside, strike two. 0-2 from Webb. Hit over to Guerrero and caught on a line at first, and that'll be the first out.
Now batting, catcher.
Good reaction there from Guerrero. It'll be over to Will Smith. First offering to Smith. Slider goes low for strike one. Not swung on by Smith. Change up that time. Relatively the same spot, actually. 0-2 now. Fastball high and tight for strike three as Smith goes down looking. For only the third strikeout of the game from Webb. It has to be said, this is a pretty commanding inning from the Jays pitcher. It'll be over to Alex Bregman. Two outs here, bottom of the fourth. First offering, sinker goes low. Bregman struck out in the first inning and his only trip to the plate so far today. The 1-0 here from Webb. Swung on, fouled behind for strike one. Next offering from Webb. Once again, fouled behind. 1-2 the count.
That's ball
Fastball that time goes high, 2-2. As the next offering to Bregman.
3 balls.
Sinker goes low. Count moves to full as it's Gleyber Torres on deck. Flew out in the second inning. The 3-2 from Webb. That one will be swung on foul behind. At bat will be kept alive by Bregman. Once again, the 3-2. Swung on into the air out to right. That one is going to make its way towards the wall. Trout races over, does not make the catch, and will move his way sliding into second, as Alex Bregman will end up with a double out of that one. As Mike Trout forgets to put on his running shoes and gets there just about a half a second late. Oh, only just. And that will be a double for Alex Bregman. It'll now be over to Gleyber Torres with the runner in scoring position. Bottom of the fourth, still 2 outs here for Detroit.
Nope.
First offering is the sinker. I thought found the outside corner and low. Instead goes for ball 1 according to Patrick Johnson behind the plate. And the 1-0 from Webb for his 61st pitch of the game.
Ball, that's off the
Sinker, that time goes outside, ball 2. After Torres will be the designated hitter, Taylor Ward. The 2-0 from Webb. Circle change, goes high. Strike 1. The 2-1 from Webb. Swung on over to the right side. That one will get through for a base hit. It looks as if runner is going to be rounding third and will make it to home. Bregman will become the 4th run on the board for Detroit, as what seemed to be a rather fieldable hit there from Torres will actually be an RBI single. Webb will remain on the mound. It's over to Taylor Ward. As Detroit with a 4-0 advantage here in the bottom of the 4th. It's looking good, as if it wasn't already. Changeup goes inside edge for strike 1. The 0-1. Swung on, fouled behind, strike 2. I will say what can go wrong has gone wrong for Toronto today. And strike 3, slider high, will end the 4th inning. It'll be over to Toronto one more time, but not before. Gleyber Torres with the RBI single that, well, probably shouldn't have been, tell you the truth, as Bregman makes it to first in plenty of time. For the 4th run of this game, it'll be over to Bryson Stott, the second baseman. Stott, Perez, and Bobby Witt. The next 3 due up. As we are in the final inning of this game, first offering is a strike. And 0-1 to Stott. Cole with his 73rd pitch of the game, and it's been a dominant game. That is definitely true. Next offering, the fastball high for ball 1. So the 1-1 from Cole.
Ball 2.
That time fastball inside and low for ball 2. Swung on for strike 2 there. Fastball down the middle, missed by Bryson Stott. The 2-2. That one will be hit over to the shortstop. Kim throws over to first in plenty of time for the first out. And Detroit are now 2 outs away from shutting out Toronto, but not before. Salvador Perez will make his second trip to the plate. That one hit really well out to right center. Back at the wall will be Julio Rodriguez for the second out near the warning track. And Toronto down to the last out. It'll be Bobby Witt Jr. First offering is a fastball well high. The 1-0 from Cole. Swung on, fouled behind for strike 1. The 1-1 from Cole. Swung on into the air, will go foul to the right side. And Toronto down to the last strike. Garrett Cole once again with a pitching masterclass today. The one and two. Swung on up the middle. That will get through for a base hit as Kim is unable to make it up. Will be unable to get glove to the ball there. It'll now be over to Manny Machado, runner on first, top of the fifth with 2 outs. First offering to Machado, slider low and away for strike one, as that one finds the zone. The 0-1. Fastball low for ball one. Next up will be Mike Trout. Checks over to first. Witt will get back in plenty of time. And the 1-1.
Ball left outside.
Manny Machado holds a swing there, takes ball 2 outside. The 2-1 from Cole. Swung on over to the right side. That one will go well following. I'll tell you what, that one section of stands has probably gotten 20 foul balls today. 2-2 swung on for strike 3, and Detroit will shut out Toronto. The only team in the league to perform that, well, aside from the Cardinals over in the National League, the only other team in the league to perform the series sweep tonight, as Toronto will go 0-2 on the season. Garrett Cole will pick up his first win, and Logan Webb will go down with the loss. Well, everything that could have gone wrong for Toronto went wrong, as Detroit get the bats working early, and they never look back. That'll do it for us tonight. Be sure to join us next time out for Series 2.